I started dating him before his actual divorce was final, but I made sure that he had.
All right, y'all already know what I was doing, sitting here going through TikTok, and I ran across this video, and I said, I saw the initial story, but sometimes I don't be knowing if people be serious on TikTok. I don't take social media serious at all, and hopefully y'all don't take me serious. But then I see more and more as they go into the story. Like, wait a minute, so this something that really did happen for real. This ain't no skit. So I said, when I at first I was like, oh my God, that's really sad and really hurtful, and it still is. Don't get me wrong. It's still when somebody just want to walk out of marriage like that. But one thing that I know is people will feel better about circumstances and situations when they understand and accept that you reap what you sow. It don't matter if it's 5 years from now, 10, 15, 20, or 30. You reap what you sow. Ain't no time limit on reaping what you sow. You might have your life in order and all that, and that 20 years down the line, it come back and get you and bite you right in the butt. Now, once people accept that, you reap what you sow. I think they'll learn how to deal with things way better than what they deal with. So sometimes you got to reevaluate yourself, because at the end of the day, if that man was still married when you got with him, you got to reap that. You got to reap that. And to say, well, I cannot date you because you're still married, is just an open invitation that I will if you're not. When you should just nip that, like, no, I'm not interested. And how do I know all these things? Because I've been a cheater and I've been cheated on. And you're going to have to reap that. You got to reap that. But you got to put on your big girl drawers and suffer them consequences. And then don't do it no more. Don't do it no more. It ain't no reason. It ain't no excuse. It ain't no nothing. If he was married when you met him, there should not been no conversations, no type of involvement, no dates, no nothing. You are married. We don't need no further contact unless you bump into him later on and he say he divorced. But other than that, y'all shouldn't even been able to have conversations. Y'all shouldn't been talking about anything. Anything. So the way I feel about it is you got to suffer them consequences. I mean, his ex-wife may have felt that same way. So you got to deal with it. So, I don't know. I never understood stuff like that. I just always been the type of person that if I did something and whatever happens, happens. So, you got to suffer them consequences. That's like robbing a bank and then feeling horrible and not understanding why you got to go to jail. I don't understand stuff like that, but hey, who am I? I was sitting here watching my movie, and I got stopped in my tracks when I seen that little snippet. I said, wait a minute now. He was married when you met him. Yeah, you got to reap that. That's it, that's all. And you got to own it. You can't say how many years ago it was. You can't say you didn't know this and you didn't know that. Because at the end of the day, you got to own it. And people not going to have no type of sympathy or anything like that once they figure out that you are BSing and you making excuses for your behavior. Own it. I knew it was married. I made a mistake. I got with him, and I'm reaping what I sowed. And that's it. That's all. I would like to interview her and try to explain. Well, I would like to explain it to her, actually. But anyway, I'm just saying, you got to reap that. I'm sorry, sis. You got to reap that.
There where I started dating him before his actual divorce was final, but I made